Mark, we're now on to element 4 that we call functionality. So talk us through, again, why that's such a big part of the puzzle.
Yeah, and I think there are multiple reasons why people want to modernize legacy systems. Often they are technical, that things are out of support, but often it's because it's not supporting the business to remain competitive in their industry. It's not allowing them to innovate. It's not allowing them to improve their processes within that. So part of our assessment is to really look at that and see whether the functionality in this application or the product that you're modernizing is complete from an end-to-end perspective. Is it doing what the business stakeholders require from it, what the customers require from it, or the users require from it? So, again, fairly simple sort of service design techniques we use here are things like a service blueprint that allows you to map through the user's journey and look at what is above the line of visibility to the users or the customers, what they see within the application, and then what is done behind the scenes in the back office. And if we map all of that out, what we'll often look for is workarounds, manual steps, inefficient steps within that. And all of those lead us to believe that that legacy system is not quite supporting as efficiently what the business need to do. And we can often, extract out of that a number of improvements that a new system could deliver, or any modernization of this system can address. And if we couple that with any product backlogs, how many things have been on a product backlog where the business have wanted it done for years and years, but it keeps slipping down because the priority list, because it's just so hard to do with the legacy estate that you've got in place. We'll look at the defect list, how many defects are coming in. That's normally a sign that the functionality is not quite right in supporting what the business needs.
Yeah.
And then we'll often do a little kind of innovation workshop to say, if you weren't constrained by this application or the product, what would you do as a business to add more value to your customers? Where can you see the vision of what this could become? And that helps you build into the roadmap, not just a like-for-like replacement of the system, but you can start chipping away at these kind of opportunities for, increasing the functionality, for making the functionality more relevant to where the business is today, and ultimately to start adding some business innovation early on in that legacy modernization.
Yeah, I think that's really important. I've seen some of those innovation sessions firsthand, and I've seen what a fun day it is and how every single part of the business can add value into it. And I think sometimes we think that this process before a long process can be a little bit hard work, right? And I think that's almost where the fun comes from. Those innovation sessions are just really enlightening, and you can come away with 2 or 3 key elements that you can really get excited about, right?
Yeah, and I think our sessions really focus on starting with the business innovation. What can it make a difference from? So we won't be going into those and saying, should we build a chatbot into your application?
Yeah.
More, are there any better ways to engage with your business users? What data would you like to see in this system? And a lot of teams, when they approach legacy modernization, shy away from that up front. They will say, first of all, let's lift and shift, get the system onto a new platform, and then we can innovate. And what ends up happening then is often those first phases get really painful because the business are not engaged with that. They are saying, we've had this system for many, many years, many decades often, and you're coming through and you're not giving us anything new. So you need a bit of that carrot, help us redesign this data, help us re-architect this system, help us, coexist the functionality, and we can start slipping in some of the innovation that you've craved for many years.
Yeah.
So at least get the vision there. You've got to be confident. You've got to be confident you can deliver this. You don't want to overpromise there, but you need to get a bit of a, kind of a vision of once they have a new modernized system, what can they do with this, and you may want to build that into the first phases at that
I
time,
think,
or at least the foundations to be able to deliver that.
yeah, I think there's a lovely human element to that partnership as well, because that's when it really starts feeling like there's actually no separation between teams.
Yeah.
You're all on the same page, and you're all helping things to kind of move forward at the same pace.
Yeah, the
So I think that's
one
important.
team approach is quite important to us, even in legacy modernization, let alone new product developments, right?